I'm Suprabha, your English medium ABM mentor. So today we are going to discuss some topics from some questions basically from the ABM module B. Right? As you know that recently IIBF has given one circular regarding the without option question. Right? So basically what we can expect in the upcoming exam, that maybe the theory question and maybe the numerical question, or maybe both, they can come as a without option. So definitely from now onwards we will try to incorporate those questions as well. And first of all, you have to remember, I'll just give you the idea how you can remember. See, in ABM now basically we have the total 4 module A, B, C and D. All the module are altogether different from each other, as you know that, right? So basically, as you know that all the modules, they are altogether different from each other. Module A, module B, module C, module D, right? So that is basically, right, and module A and module C. These are the numerical module, but module B and module D, it is purely theoretical. Okay? So just remember that module B and module D, these both are the theoretical module, and you have the limited portion. Limited question, some important topics are there, and normally every time question usually come from that module, right? That particular part. Some topics are very important, like job evaluation, job specification, right? Personality theory, motivation theory, performance appraisal. You need to prepare all these important topic, and please remember the specific name also, right? For example, in this question now, the right answer is locus of control, right? Earlier what we were used to do, that okay, some control is there or locus is there, the answer would be like that. And when option is there now, then definitely you can even recall at that point of time, okay, that answer was approx like locus of control or something. But now you have to remember the exact word, right? So that is the problem now. Okay, IIBF definitely they have increased our difficulty, but as you know that we will prepare for the worst, and right, then definitely if the paper will be like very easy or moderate, definitely will crack, because we have to prepare for the worst paper, right? And now in the mini marathon, whatever mini marathon I am going to take, I'll take all the question as a, right, all the questions as a one liner, okay na, without option basically. Suppose for this question, the question is basically what? See, the question is individuals' belief about who is responsible for, right, what happens in the life is called. So what they are asking, whatever happening in your life, right, to whom you blame, to who is, that is our belief basically, who is responsible, right? See, sometime we think that we are the responsible, I am the responsible, and sometime we think that, right, that other person or maybe luck or maybe destiny, right, they are responsible. So it is definitely up to us, it is totally up to us. Okay? And if I am thinking that I am the responsible, whatever happening in my life, that I am the responsible for that, okay? That means I have the internal locus of control, okay? And if I am thinking like that, that whatever happening is in my life, this is because of luck, this is because of destiny, right? So definitely the answer here is what? The answer here is external locus of control, right? So I am internal locus and external locus. So we have the two locus of control, that is internal and the other one is external, right? So you have to remember the exact meaning of the right, particular that definition you have to remember, definition as well as particular term you have to remember. What is a power base? Power base is basically, right, it is a authority, right? Suppose coercive power is there, reward power is there, reflected power is there, legitimate power is there, right? Now you have to remember the exact term. If I am talking to you that who is, suppose if I am talking to you like, for example, the power which comes by designation. You have to give me the answer, exact answer. What is the answer? Legitimate power. ठीक है? Right? You have to give me the exact answer of that definition. Fine. So basically the question is what? That is, you have to remember. ठीक है? You have to remember now exact definition and you have to remember now exact terms also. ठीक है? That is mandatory now. Because see, the exam can be on any pattern. Right? So that is basically the locus of control. Now what is the motivation pattern? Motivation pattern is basically what is the motivational factor, right? What is the motivational factor to you? That is basically motivation pattern is what? Whatever you are doing in your life. Suppose you are preparing for the CAIIB exam. So definitely there is something who is motivating you. Maybe it can be house, you want to purchase a house, you want to purchase a car, right? You want to maybe become, you want to gain knowledge, you want increment. So whatever reason is there, that is the motivation pattern. Locus of control is who is responsible for what happening in the life, internal and external. So the locus of control is the right answer, right? Now the next question here is, that is, which of the following are correct statement for different power bases? First one is coercive power, second is expert power, third is emotional power, and the fourth is reflected power. Coercive power is what? Leader threaten, punish delinquent employee. Okay. Expert power is power gained by the virtue of knowledge. Emotional power is emotional attraction of a person based on an extraordinary characteristic. And reflected power, gaining of power by virtue of proximity to a powerful source, right? So what is a coercive power? If someone is doing a work for you, right? If someone is doing work for you, maybe because of the threatening, okay? Maybe because of you are giving the punishment to him, that is called the coercive power. Now you have to remember the exact word. Exact word you have to remember now. ठीक है? Expert power is what? Power which is gained by the virtue of knowledge. ठीक है? Which is gained by the virtue of knowledge. ठीक है? That is a expert power. That means if you have knowledge, right? In bank it happens na, someone maybe even I remember one lady, she didn't take the promotion actually. She was the credit officer in one of the branch in the New Delhi, but she didn't take the promotion because of family reason. But she was the DRO of 85 batch. So you can think that how much knowledge she have. Even the zonal manager, deputy zonal manager, they used to ask, if whatever doubt is there, they normally used to ask them, right? So basically expert power is what? That is you gain by the virtue of your knowledge. Fine. Then the third one is emotional power. Basically sometime what happened is, you normally connected to someone as a emotionally, right? You feels like they are your boss, but you sometimes feel like emotional connection is there, right? Between your between your boss and you, it can happen. So basically the emotional power is when emotional connection is there. D is what? Reflected power. When you are in the close proximity to a powerful sources, right? Powerful sources is what? That is basically, suppose you are the very close with your bank CMD, you are the maybe secretariat of CMD, then definitely of course you have some power, right? Because you are always in the close proximity of the CMD. So definitely you have that power, right? So that is a reflected power, gaining of power by virtue of proximity to a powerful source. This is called the reflected power, right? Now the first, second and fourth one is the correct, third is not correct. Third question is what? What is the following represent the correct sequence in the stage of group formation, right? Is it confirming, norming, forming, performing, या storming? Option 1 is 3rd, 5, 2, 1, 4. B is 2, 3, 5, 1, 4. C is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. And D is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So basically the right sequence here is F. Please remember this. F, S, and P, E. Right? F, S, and P, A. You have to remember this only. Right? Forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. Right? Forming is what? When you form the group. Okay, you just get to know each other, just introduction round. Right? Storming is what? When your values, right? When there is a conflict. Conflict is arise. You have the different personality, right? Each and everyone have a different personality in a group. So what happened in the storming? Basically, in storming, conflict can begin. Right? Then after that, norming comes. Norming is what? Norming is basically when you respect each other. Okay? When you respect each other. Okay? And then performing. Fine? Performing is what? When you start to perform. Okay? When you have respect with each other, then definitely what happens here is you have some respect with each other. Okay? And then you will start perform. Okay? After that, you will start perform. Right? So basically that is F, S, and P, A. The right sequence here is, that is 3rd. Storming is what? That is basically 5. Okay? And norming is 2. Okay? P is what? That is 4th. Okay? F, S, and P, A. Okay? So it is F, S, and P, A, performing and adjourning. This is maybe the adjourning part. Okay? So the right answer here is, that is this one. Okay? Which one is not the component of emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is what? Basically, emotional intelligence, that is EI. EI is what? EI is basically, right? EI is what? EI is basically to understand your emotion, right? And to understand other person's emotion as well. Fine? Understand your emotion and understand other person emotion as well. This is called the EI, right? This is the self-motivation. So we have the 5 component in the EI. The first one is self-regulation. Please remember each and every term, right? Self-regulation. Then second is self-awareness. Third is self-motivation. And fourth is empathy. Fifth is social skill, right? So first you have to regulate your emotion. You have to aware about your emotion, right? You have to give the motivation for the regulation. Okay? And there is a motivation, right? Whatever work you are doing, there has to be a proper motivation for that. Otherwise, you cannot perform. Empathy is what? That is make up other person's mind. It is what? It is make up the other person's mind, right? That is the right social, that is the empathy. Suppose someone is in the bad mood and maybe you can change his mood, right? You are very jolly natured person, you are very good natured person, and maybe you can change his or her mood. A social skills is what? Social rapport. Social rapport is what? Basically how mingle, how how you involve with the people, right? What is your emotional nature related to people? Fine. So here self-efficacy is not the component of EI. Answer is D. Which of the following is or are component of attitude. Attitude is what? Attitude is basically that is your feeling, right? That is your opinion. That is your behavior towards anything. ठीक है, towards something maybe. ठीक है, maybe related to any political party, maybe related to any movie, related to any song, right? So that is the attitude, your feeling, opinion and behavior about something. So what we are asking here, which of the following is or are component of attitude, right? One is behavior or act, second is feeling element, third is critical thinking, fourth is knowledge, right? So here what is the right answer? The A is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 4 and then 1, 2, 3, right? So here basically when we are talking about the behavior, that is the behavioral tendency, behavioral component, tendency to behave. Okay? When we are talking about the feeling, that is basically the affective component, right? Critical thinking is not the component. Knowledge is the cognitive component, right? Knowledge is what? That is the cognitive component of attitude. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, then 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 4 and D is 1, 2, 3, right? So your third option is wrong and we have the answer of 1, 2 and 4. Okay? Reena is working as an officer in a bank. She got divorced and she is a single mother now. She does not want to disclose this in her job. ठीक है ना? She got divorced but she does not want to disclose this in her job. But she is very good in her job. She thinks like that. She is cheerful, ingenious, very dependable. Her manager choose these adjectives to her like extraordinary, trustworthy and all that. So the information she is divorced is fall under which area? That is arena, blind, closed or dark. See, in this Zohari window basically we have the four quadrant A, B, C and D, right? What is the arena? Arena is the information which are open to yourself and which you have disclosed to the which other person also know about you, right? Totally open. Blind is what? B. B is basically the information which you don't know but other know. C is what? That is a hidden. That means other don't know but you know that. And dark is what? Even you don't know, even other don't know. Okay, no one knows. So that is a dark area, right? So basically here she doesn't want to disclose some information to colleagues in her job, right? So basically this comes under the area of arena, blind, closed or hidden or dark. That is of course hidden area, right? Juhi is having a conversation with her best friend. She is revealing how she sees herself and include her attribute, characteristic and quality. Juhi is revealing information about her. A is what? That is self-concept. B is self-definition. C is the independent self. And D is the interdependent self. ठीक है? ठीक है? So basically Juhi is having a conversation with her best friend. ठीक है? She sees herself and include her attribute, characteristic, but Juhi is revealing information about her. She is very talkative and she is revealing everything, every information, right? So definitely she is the self-concept. This is the self-concept. It tells you about the who am I, right? Who am I? This is called the who am I. Fine. So this is a who am I. So it tells you about the characteristic, right? It tells you about the qualities, attributes. So this is the self-concept. A is the right answer. In Zohari window model, information about yourself that other know in a group, but you will be unaware of it is known as. ठीक है? Arena, blind, closed or dark. Again, when we are talking about A, B, C and D, right? A is what? That is arena, the information which you know and other also know. ठीक है? And the information, basically the blind, where, right, others know about you but you don't know. ठीक है? And C is what? ठीक है? Blind basically. And C is what? That is closed, hidden. That means other don't know but you know, you are hiding something. And dark is what? Both are not knowing. So basically this is called what? You will be unaware. That means blind they are talking about. ठीक है? Rat is what? That is a role analysis technique. Comparison of role to know about the value of the role. ठीक है? To know about the value of the role. Role analysis technique, that is. Fine. So that is, D is the right answer. Identify the true statement from the following. A is what? The child ego state mainly collect information and, ठीक है? And what? And process it. The adult ego state is mainly responsible for creativity, curiosity and reaction to other. C is the parent ego state mainly regulate behavior and nurture it, and then none of the above. So parent ego state of course the correct one. ठीक है? Mainly regulate the behavior and nurture it. So here your questions are completed now, right? So viewer, first of all, please subscribe the channel, right? And here you have to type Adda 24/7, and there is a category of CAIIB and CAIIB. Here you have to click on CAIIB November 2023. We have the English medium power pack batch, right? Then we have the, right, detailed batch of English medium, right? So here you have to click on the revision power pack batch. If you want to avail the revision power pack batch, fine, you have to click on the revision power pack batch, English medium. Then buy now, and you have to click on, that is DW, right, DW80, and then enter, right. Here the price is DW80, the price is 2,999, right. 2,999 is the final price for, right. This is the power pack revision batch which you can avail in the English medium. And if you are preparing for the CAIIB, then definitely you have to prepare for, you have to go with the CAIIB Mahapack 2.0. 6 plus 6 month duration is there, 12 plus 12 months, that is 24 months. You have to go on the buy now, fine. Then buy now, you have to click on the, that is DW80, enter. And here what is the benefit of Mahapack? You can get the live classes plus recorded classes, bilingual and English medium as well. So you are taking the class, you can avail the classes English medium and bilingual both. Apart from that, you can get here all the elective papers like HRM, IT, right? HR revision batch is also there. Even you can avail that also. In the live class, you can find out there is a HR revision batch also. Fine. So DW80, this code you have to apply. So thank you and bye-bye. Take care.